Awesome. Hey, I'm Grant Hoover. I'm with Aileronics, and we're developing Sentinel. It's a portable electronic device for pilots, and it's a camera system that you put up on your dash or your windscreen, and it's continuously sweeping the outside environment left and right, capturing image data, and it's feeding it into an AI chip that we have, which then processes that and pulls out airborne hazard information. So birds, drones, other airplanes, and it's feeding that into your iPad, into your existing EFB app. So we're kind of like ADS-B in the sense of we're looking for traffic information, but rather than using transponders, we're using visual data. So we can see stuff that doesn't have transponders, whether it be a Piper Cub flying around without a transponder, or a drone, a bird, and really helping increase your visual situational awareness.
So that's awesome. So you said it works with existing EFBs like ForeFlight. Can you integrate with that?
Exactly, yeah. So right now we're in the prototyping phase, so we're using a modified Stratix device to then feed in our visual traffic detection information and then feed that through the ADS-B feed into your popular EFB apps that you already use and displaying that on the moving map display. But we definitely have plans for the future on making our own app and doing some additional integrations to add in extra value adds on the traffic that we provide.
So does the app differentiate, let's just say ForeFlight, does it differentiate between the ADS-B traffic versus what's found on this come through the device?
Yeah, good question. So if you're using it on an EFB app, it won't, just because it's using that normal ADS-B feed, and so it's just going to look like a normal traffic fix. But on our app that we're developing, we're able to distinguish between what kind of object it is, so we'll be able to tell you if it is a bird that's close, if it is a piece of like airborne traffic like an airplane, and then we'll actually be able to give you a visual image in reference to the horizon. So we'll have a bounding box around a piece of traffic, so when ATC asks you to visually identify it, it'll make it a lot easier to do that.
Okay. No, that's pretty cool. The altitude information and distance and everything, is it just taking your data from your GPS or whatever as input and then calculating all those?
Yeah, exactly.
Parameters?
So from our visual detection, we can see relative altitude, relative distance, and then we're able to then take the current GPS coordinates of the aircraft flying, so your aircraft, and then compare that and get the absolute position of the piece of traffic that we're identifying. So it combines those two together.
Okay. So currently, I was here yesterday, I was told that this is like a generation 2 or the second version of the device.
Exactly.
So are you in more development, or is this the final version?
This is not the final version, and so this is a prototype, or second iteration of our prototype, and we're here starting up a beta testing program to start soliciting some outside pilot feedback and get some good outside flight testing time with it, but we're going to keep on going. So if you look at version 1 to version 2, we're getting smaller, lighter, more compact, and more sleek, and we're going to keep on going. So we'd like to get the size down further, get it encased, and then go to production with a smaller unit that's much easier to use.
What else do we have here?
Exactly, yeah. So in the imaging system, it's a 2-axis gyro, and so that keeps it on your turns and on your banks and on your pitch up and down, so that'll keep it level and plumb. And then we additionally have a motor here that sweeps left and right. So in order to see as far out as we can, which is 5 miles with this, and we're hoping to get to 10, we can't just take one picture.
Right.
And so we zoom way in, and then we take multiple pictures left and right to get a wider field of view, stitch those together, and process against that. So we have the camera, this is the stepper motor for the panning, the gimbal, and then all the processing in the unit here.
Okay. So is it currently being mounted inside the cockpit?
It is. So we're looking for a portable design, and the reason for that is so then we can use it in any airplane, as well as we get to keep the price down. And so because we don't need to worry about STCs or outside mounts, we can keep the price around the price of an iPad, so it's affordable for any pilot. And we're looking at potentially some additional mounting options in the future, but really as our base affordable model, we're looking at that outside mount to make it easy to use, easy to mount, and affordable.
Okay. That's so awesome. I was also told you were looking for basically test pilots, like people who would like to install on their devices or on their airplanes?
Exactly, yeah. So we've been doing in-flight testing internally, but we're definitely looking outside to continue to have it used in different environments. So flight schools, pilots who are in environments with a lot of traffic or different situations to help train our models are what we're looking for. We're really starting to get that pilot feedback to make sure we're making a product that pilots want to use. So we're looking for beta testers. If you're interested, definitely feel free to visit our website or come to our booth and scan our QR code. You can send us your email, and then we're additionally looking for investors to help us continue making and refining the product.
I mean, this sounds really cool. It's kind of like a primary radar, but without having a primary radar.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what we're seeing. I mean, yeah, we see it as something that'll be an essential piece of the pilot toolkit in the future, and we're looking forward to developing it further.
So, who is your target customer? Is it general aviation pilots, or military, or airline?
Yeah, so we're primarily targeting the general aviation industry right now. So whether that be the growing student pilot population or just general. Yeah, so we're primarily targeting the general aviation market. So whether that be the growing student pilot population or crop dusters or any low-level flying, it's really a wide net that we're casting here. But we're looking at that Part 91, potentially the Part 135 market to start selling this product.
Sounds really interesting. So where do people find more information about the device, and where do people sign up for them if they wanted to be testing it?
Yeah, that's a great question. So you can find us at our website. It's flywithsentinel.com. And you can also email us at team@flywithsentinel.com. Feel free to reach out. And if you come to our booth here at the Innovation Showcase in the Future in Flight Plaza this weekend, there's a QR code that you can scan and get your email added to our distribution list to stay in touch.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for the information. I appreciate it.
Thank you.